like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man when it come back.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Look at me. Zipper.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, my 7.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Throwing again. Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep over them into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
Out of the gun, Dobbs.
Here we go.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Dobbs. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. On play action, it's Dobbs. Fighting through it, he's got space. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down, Dobbs. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and an alley to run. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Catch made by Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
We go! 90 Wolf! Run! He's telling the right!
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Back to throw. Jones toward the pylon, caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Five.
Jones now throwing on first down. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, orbit.
Now Jones throwing again. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check. 50. Let's go.
To throw again. Dobbs. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All day. Just like that.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And that will be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
58, right over there, right over there.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
You got him. You got him. You got him.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the gun, Dobbs. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Here we go, D. Get on the field. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Exit.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dobbs. Jones has it. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. It's caught. Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Dobbs now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Dobbs. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dobbs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the screen. Get.
Throwing on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Jones on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our field. It's our field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
That's it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
To throw again. Dobbs. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the Giants.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. This is Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll begin here with Bernard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down, Dobbs flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 89 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle... doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man here. It's Green. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Hey, Zoo. Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And Tate's got it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. A run by Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
70, Indy. Check. 22 jet bomber. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike 59.
Jones now operating from the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
First down, New York.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Get it.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
58. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come, baby.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Go. Everyone, you got 4 down. Mike,
He'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jones. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This complete to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Green. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
On the ready. Mike, 54 is Mike. Shane, exit. 54. Here we go, here we go. Shift, watch the shift. Big grip, big grip.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now back to throw. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Giants, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be